Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. And here we are again on a cold Saturday evening. And this week we have turned up to a VIR, or Virginia International Raceway. It is the full course, which is a whopping 20 turns and 5 kilometers of track. Yeah. We are in Split 2 tonight. I have put a link to iTelemetry and pinned that in chat. So if you do want to keep an eye on the telemetry, etc., you have it available. Yeah, I can imagine you've had enough of Bathurst today. I think we're all pretty there at the minute. How did Bathurst go for you anyway, Doug? So, let me put our favourite squirrel up, because he is the secretest of the squirrels. And now that that's done, so we did do a run before this session, in the practice session beforehand, just to see where we would look at qualifying. Good. And my qualifying pace was a 1:44.526. So as the qualifying lap times come in, we will keep an eye on them and see where we would have roughly ended up. So let's have a look and see if we recognise anyone. Well, we do know PI Ducks. I don't think we've raced with their Bravo, but we do. But P1 Ducks, I think that was a team. They was a team who've won something recently in one of the IndyCars. Pigeon Racing Global, whether it's the bronze team we've raced with before, I don't know. But we've definitely raced with a Pigeon Motorsport Racing. Nasty Motorsports we've had for a couple of weeks now. Who else have we got in here? Group B Cursor. We regularly come across that team. Boojar Racing. Again, I don't know if it's the green we've seen before, but we've definitely came across Boojar Racing. Star Racing Team, blue. Again, we've definitely came across Star Racings. Whether it's the same one we keep coming across, don't know. Cube Racing, again. So, that's all pretty good. We know a few teams in here, although we don't know if them teams are the teams we are used to. And what I'm going to do very quickly while people are qualifying is I'm just going to go get myself a quick pit stop and comfort break, and I shall be right back. And I'm back after a quick comfort break. Hey Chris, how are you, buddy? So, looking at them times, we would have been down here just behind Group B cursor. Yeah, I mean, it's fair, Chris. I do need to do something while I'm waiting for qualifying to happen. So I'm not massively disappointed about not qualifying. Being P21-ish wouldn't have helped us, I don't think. Yeah, especially as I'm getting older, and yeah, definitely find it better to have a comfort break before starting than needing something while we're waiting. Yes, very much so. The amount of times that has not happened correctly, and I'm about an hour in, and I'm like, oh, this isn't good. So, gloves are on. I am going to take a pit lane start. I'm not going to worry about being on the back of the grid. I think the horseshoe will help us out quite a bit. I also think South Bend and Oak Tree will also help us. Roller coaster and Hog Pen are guaranteed to give us some places across the evening. So I don't think I need to worry too much about it. And I think the opportunity for disaster is higher at the start of this race. Nearly as high as Monza, to be fair. Especially with, on that first lap, everyone's going to have cold tyres, and horseshoe's a slow corner, it's off camber. So, I'm not too concerned. I don't think my wheel is going to come off tonight, but you never know. We have had this happen before here, so I am not going to rule it out. However, everything feels okay. So I'm just going to cross my fingers and hope we don't have that mechanical failure again. And we will sit in our pit stall while everyone gets to go round. Does look like a few of us have decided a pit start is about right. I am, however, surprised that Split 2 is 2.6k. I would have thought it would have had. Oh my god, in English would have had a slightly higher I rating. So we're going to need to have to get a little bit further up to gain any positions out of this and to gain any I rating. I did have a look today, and I believe this is going to go to about 202, 102 laps, even though at the moment it is saying 103, which would be 104. So I think over the course of the race, we'll probably lose a little bit. I'm going to put my hands up now and say I've probably not spent enough time thinking about VIR, with the focus already being slightly further out, ready for next week at Bathurst. So, ick. However, I have had some good lap times during the week. I have been down in the 143s. And that wasn't on quali fuel or anything like that. That was about halfway through the stint. So when the car had all warmed up, the tyres were nice and warm, fuel had started to come off.
Mate? I already have damage. What?
Someone's had a good start to the evening then. We're not expecting any rain, so it's going to be a nice dry evening. Or should I say morning, as in sim we are at 9:40. Hopefully everything looks okay, everything sounds okay. I am going to wait until they come round Hogpen before I even consider turning my engine on.
You are so bad.
Someone's unhappy.
Each car is in. Green, green, green.
We have a little bit of time to wait now, but it's fine.
You've got a slow car on the left. You've got a slow car on the left. Go right.
What are you guys doing?
Someone's not happy.
You've got a slow car on the right. There's an incident ahead. Slow car ahead. You've got
Ben,
a slow
what the
car
fuck
on the
are
left.
you doing? You fucking idiot.
Go right. Left
Almost
side.
killed
You're on the
fucking
right.
moron.
3
Fuck
wide.
you.
Left
Keep
side.
the
2
fuck
wide.
off.
Hold your
Fucking
line.
fuck.
Clear. Your car looks fine. No damage to report.
Well, we just about managed to survive that. How? I don't know, but we did. Roller coaster, as expected, claimed a few victims. So, let's see if we can start to settle in a little bit now. After a little bit of excitement on the opening lap. Well, I got a 1X from going off a little bit in South Bend, but the 4X was being reversed into as I was going through roller coaster. So yeah, interesting start to the race.
Then fuck you, just for the record. Fuck you.
I do apologise about the language. I mean, full respect to him for holding his brakes and holding his position there. The last thing you want to see is a car facing the wrong direction
Just hit the fastest lap.
as you come around South Bend.
43.97. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah, some people are far too angry to be in a sim. What they need to be,
Hey, you
Doug,
really have to do it.
is
You
to
really
be a
have
bit more,
to do it.
Doug.
Like, are you a fucking idiot?
The car in P3 just hit the fastest lap. 43.935. That was your fastest lap of the session. Slow car ahead. There's an incident ahead. You've got a slow car on the left. You've got a slow car on the left. Go right. You've got a slow car on the left.
More correct.
This is good practice for next week, I'm sure.
Go right.
Ben, fuck you! You fucking idiot! You don't know how to drive. You're a fucking idiot, that's all.
Yeah, someone's far too angry to be in the sim.
Car on the right. You're on the left, 3 wide. Hold that line. Clear all round.
I mean, that certainly didn't help.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I mean, an apology is quite nice sometimes.
What the fuck did you say?
That wasn't for you, buddy, don't worry.
You've got a slow car on the left. The leader just did a 44.089. The car in P2 just hit the fastest lap. 43.791.
Right.
Your car looks fine. No damage to report.
So it's going to be one of these evenings. Oh yeah, every split will have a car park at some point, and it won't always be lap 1.
Right side. Keep to the left. Stay on the left. Stay on the left. Still left. Clear on the right. You've got a slow car on the left. Car stopped on the left. Go right. The car in P4 just hit the fastest lap. 43.714. Car on the right. The car in P2 just hit the fastest lap. 43.689.
Are we close enough this time round, I wonder?
Right side. Clear. Right side. Stay on the left. Clear.
Well, I have lost everyone on track. That was terrifying.
You've got a slow car on the left.
We are further back this time. Yeah, that one was ever so weird. I don't know what that one was. Everything's healthy.
Left side. Clear on the left.
No warnings or anything about it, so it is what it is.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's certainly how it felt. Right, definitely got the move this
Left
time.
side. Hold your line. Clear. The leader just did a 43.802. Left side. Still left. Clear on the left.
Let's see if we can run away from Paolo behind and start getting on these guys in front of us.
The car in P1 just hit the fastest lap. 43.599.
Afternoon, Jim. How are you? How was your Daytona 500?
That was your fastest lap of the session.
I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. I mean, however much it hurts and it's heartbreaking, that is unfortunately sim racing. People must have some damage. It's far too early for people to be pitting.
Anthony, I'm passing.
Yeah, this is true. I did see you'd won a race during the week.
Got a slow car on the right. Left side. Still left. Clear.
So we're now up to P35. So we're making good progress. Also, Chris, do not worry, I have also broke many Lamborghinis. Around Bathurst.
The car in P4 just hit the fastest lap. 43.586.
These two are getting quite spicy together. Little 1X there. That was cheeky, I wasn't expecting that. Yellow flag. It's clear.
Got a slow car on the left.
That was what the yellow flag was about.
There's an incident ahead. Slow car ahead. You've got a slow car on the right.
A lot of smoke.
You've got a slow car on the right. Go left. The leader just did a 43.871.
This could end up in someone getting hurt. So,
You've got a slow car on the left. Car stopped ahead. Be careful.
well, that was all very interesting. Yep, he certainly did. I saw that he'd Karma had turned up.
Left side. Clear on the left.
I had to massively back out of that then because he was just driving into the front of me. Oh. Apologies. My chest still isn't quite right. This is all getting very spicy.
Got a slow car on the right. Slow car ahead. Car on the right. Keep to the left. Keep to the left. Keep to the left. Clear.
Throwing half a VIR at me then off the back of that car.
Right side. Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
Thank you, Alan. Yep, I know that feeling.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 2.2 seconds.
Maxim and Enjoy, should be interesting. No worries, Jim. Everything all sorted now? Had to bleed off a lot of speed through there then.
Left side. Clear. Left side. Keep to the right. Clear. The leader just did a 44.069. The car behind has gone off.
I had a feeling he had, because I never saw him out of turn one. But I also never touched him, so...
Wesley, I won't pass you, but please be a little bit faster on side.
I'm trying, buddy.
Yeah, don't worry. But I got a lot of damage, so I can have a good speed.
Car on the left. Stay on the right. Keep to the right. Hold your line. Clear.
Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate that.
I will pass now, or I will push. Go
The car in
whatever you want.
P1. Just hit the fastest lap. 43.489.
Right, so with all the back markers and all the stupidity, I've lost 4 seconds to Maxim, which is fine. We'll get that back. Unless I do stuff like that. So let's minimise the amount we do stuff like that.
The car in P1. Just hit the fastest lap. 43.341.
P1 is flying away.
The car behind is pitting. That was your fastest lap of the session. Leaders pitting now.
Oh, wow. People are running low fuel.
You've got a slow car on the right. Go left.
I've still got like 5 laps of fuel.
There's an incident ahead. You've got a slow car on the right.
Well. Hey Nasha, how are you, buddy?
You got about 5 laps of fuel left. The leader just did a 43.957.
Yeah, I'm not too bad. It's been a very eventful race so far. We started P51 in the pits and we're up to 26th. So we're in split 2. We're making decent progress. Thank you for the subscription, Nasha. Really appreciate it, Joe.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1 second.
So he's pitted and I've still got 4 laps.
The car behind is pitting. Leader's pitting now.
I wonder if Dan Cross is any relation to our cross. Down to 2 laps of fuel.
Leader's pitting now.
You would have thought so, wouldn't you? Unless it's a DC Smurf account. Either we've done
almost out of
a
fuel, it might not make it to the
really
end.
good job with fuel saving, or alternatively, everyone else
That
is
was your
underfueled.
fastest lap of the session.
This is true. But people have been pitting over the last 5 laps.
The car in front has gone off. You've got a slow car on the right.
Did he cut half the track?
You have about 1 lap of fuel left. Right side. Stay on the left. Still left. You're in the top 10. Clear.
This is true. But I wouldn't have expected to be getting this far forward, this much extra out of a tank of fuel. So we'll be boxing this lap.
Leaders pitting now. Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel. Car 13 has taken the lead.
Hello, Ben.
Pit box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
I paid for all my fuel, I was using it. Quick bit of liquid, just to wet the whistle. Nearly there.
That's it, go.
Ooh, heavy car in. Hello. let's get this bedded in. If this guy wants to go past, he can get past. I'm still in boat phase.
Car on the right. Hold your line. Clear.
I'm not going to make it difficult for him when I've just came out the pits and I'm heavy on fuel.
You've got a slow car on
And
the
I've
left.
got absolutely no heat in the tyres. And he's already been out for 3 laps, so he's got plenty of heat in them tyres. No need for me to fight him. Thank you, Stefan. Appreciate it. Nicely let through, buddy.
The leader just did a 44.585.
And we're now up into P22 after our pit stop, with a nice 4-second gap to the car behind, so plenty of time to get them tyres up to temperature. So that is, what, 30 positions gained in the first stint? 29. 29 positions in the first stint. P1's only 6 seconds behind. That's completely and utterly fine. We can even lose a couple of places while I'm still in the process of warming the car up. So I am not too concerned. Yeah, that'll be the plan. There'll be no one to watch it, but that'll be the plan. So Dave behind is 4 laps. Been out on his tyres 3 laps longer than me, so he's nicely up to temperature. He's got a lighter car because he's been burning off fuel. So we're not going to worry about him. We're definitely on a slightly different strategy to everyone else. When you see the word holy cow in chat, something has just happened. I didn't see anything. The car's starting to give us some performance now. It's not there yet, but it's definitely better than it has been over the last few laps. We will let Dave through once he makes that 5 seconds up to us. No point fighting the leader, is not our fight. Looks like P20's got a DNF. Exactly. Exactly that, Chris. Hopefully young Joe has got his pen and paper out and he's taking notes. It is Pete tonight. How's he going to manage next week? Saying that, we'll be done by about 7 PM, so, well, about 8, half 8, I think it'll be. Might as well. I'd like to say I've got a fair amount of endurance experience under my belt.
Car on the right. Clear on the right, right side. Stay on the left. Clear.
Thank you, Martin.
The leader is coming up on you. They're not F5.
I mean, to be fair, the Titanic was only slightly sunk, right? It's almost like saying that MH370 is only slightly lost.
Thank you, Vinicius.
For reference, Joe, what we are talking about is I do this every Saturday night. So I do a 3-hour solo endurance every Saturday night in GT3. So evening, Steve. How are you, buddy?
The leader just did a 44.752.
So, race so far, we started in P51. We are now P20 after the first stop. It's been quite an interesting race so far. Lot of action, lot of incidents. Yeah, quite a few of the special events. I've now got a couple of 24 hours under my belt. Plenty of 12 hours. This year will be my 5th year doing the 12 hours of Bathurst. Go on, Dave. I won't slow you down this straight. Just go past.
Car on the right. Keep to the left. Clear on the right. Six seconds to P19. A very nicely set up McLaren, may I add, Chris.
I think Doug will be streaming the Scorpions 12 hours of Bathurst. Me and John will be streaming our Garage 74 12 hours of Bathurst as well. Damo and Nick will be streaming theirs. So you will have a plenty of options and not enough screens. Yeah, so me and John will be doing the 7 AM start, and I do believe so are everybody else. So we're all kind of there at the same time. There is also a chance, not sure on what the chance is, that me and John could end up in the same split as Damo and Nick. Yeah, Whoopsie Boys have 2 teams out. I mean, that's a lot of green on the Delta, so I was one of the quicker people that lap. Rebecca Morrell. It always makes me smile when there is a female sim racer. I love it. I love to see that it happens, because you really do consider it to be such a male-dominated kind of thing. So it's always nice to see them on track, and with a decent I rating as well. So not here just making up numbers. So the gap to Jean-Philippe was 6 seconds. It's now down to 2.4. Yeah, no problems, Chris. Massive thank you to Anne for missing her beer and darts last night so that you could practice. Much love. And of course it is Valentine's Day as well,
The
so
leader just did a 43.701.
I guess this is where I'm quite lucky because there is no Mrs. Ian. I think the world can be grateful of that as well. Yeah, I mean, I was saying to someone earlier today, surely you should be showing affection all year round, not just one day a year, so... %, full-on conspiracy. %, Steve. Alicia's well aware. Oh, just a lot of understeer there. Yellow flag.
You've got a slow car on the left. Go right.
And that is us officially in the top 20 now. Not a great lap. Lost a bit of time this time round on this tour. Even with a bad lap, I was still one of the quicker people on track, so I'll take that. P13, the Swaff Express, has just had a little excursion. Oh, that was spicy. It may not have looked it, but it was. Trust me. Looks like that was another lap where I was one of the quicker people on track. Obviously I can't see everyone in the top 10, but just looking at that list around me, I'm quite happy. keep an eye on this Robert in front of the guy in front of us.
Go right. Go right.
Because of stuff like that.
Left side. Clear.
I know he was just trying to get out of the way, but that's not how you do it. That's half a tank of fuel. But less than 15 laps left, should I say.
The leader just did a 44.183.
Right, so Owen, P2, is just in the radar. He's 18 seconds back. Now the question is, what will he do? He knows I'm quicker. Got quite low safety rating. He knows I'm quicker. You'd think he would, knowing that the guy behind you is a lot quicker and you're now slowing him down. It's endurance racing, right? You would take the opportunity to let me by and use me for the tow and use me to help drag you forwards. That is not what will happen, though. I guarantee you all he's thinking at the minute is, must not let him pass, must not let him pass, must not let him pass. There is zero smart thoughts going on in his head. He is also pushing a lot, so he's about to make a mistake. Well, I'm not. Pushing, that is. About to make a mistake? Possibly. But am I pushing? No. So does that give me more time to make a decision what's happening? Indeed it does. I mean, that's the important part, Steve. You didn't lose any safety rating and your A licence is intact. So, job well done. So he pitted 2 laps before me as well. Oof, that is a threat. Yeah, I mean, that's true, I guess. I wonder if he knows how fruitless this defence is and that he could use me better. I wonder if he's thinking I'm doing really well here defending this and fighting this, not realising just how much I'm backing off. Oh, that looks like a broken McLaren in front. Yeah.
The leader just did a 44.459.
I just wonder if he knows. And I mean, with how he's driving that car, I would say not.
Slow car ahead.
Where? Yeah. Give him some room because him and Ben are gonna start fighting. And it's going to involve cause an accident, I would assume. No? Nicely done. Yeah, it's not going too bad, Nick. How about yourself? I'll give you a quick update once I'm in a slightly better place to do so. No, he's going to block it off. So, Nick, we started P51 from the pit lane. We are currently P16.
Right side. Clear on the right. Leaders pitting now. Car looks fine. No damage to report.
I mean, Ben, what on earth was that? Your car's damaged. There's no point in fighting me. Oh well. That's your fault, that is, Nick.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 6.4 seconds.
Let's settle in. Nah, you're okay, Nick. Don't worry. It's just a lack of intelligence for some people. That one's my fault.
The leader is coming up on you. They're not A5.
Ben's got me all flustered after being an idiot. That's what it is. Just need to settle back down and relax.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left. The car in front is pitting. Leader's pitting now.
There we go then, again then.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Thank you, Ben. Let's see if we can start chasing Asmund in front, although he is on his outlaps, so not really much of a fight to be had. I know, right?
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.7 seconds.
Not a lot going on between the ears, unfortunately, Nick.
The car behind you is pitting. You're in the top 10. The leader just did a 44.736.
We're certainly not going to be able to extend our pit out to lap 35 like we did the first time round.
We're almost out of fuel. We might not make it to the end.
We've got quite an early pit as well. We're a little bit short, I reckon. Yeah, I'm going to have to pit.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left. Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel. Pit box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Maybe we could have done it, but not taking that risk. My little red light had come on, which says you need to pit this lap.
That's it, go.
35 laps. Oh, this could be a splash and dash, guys. We're on lap 67 and we're going to need to go to 103. Does someone want to quickly have a think about this one?
Left side. Clear.
I mean, I'm not going to fight someone. A, I don't need to fight. And B, I've got cold tyres and a heavy car.
Leaders pitting now. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 3.1 seconds. Leaders pitting now.
And let's just think about it.
Car 13 has taken the lead.
Do we think other people who are like 4-6 laps into their race stint, they are going to have to pit, so that we could really do with not having to pit? But will we need to? Nick, quick, I need advice here. Because I feel like we are right on the cusp here.
Imbécile, va.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 3.5 seconds. You've got a slow car on the left. The leader just did a
Sorry.
44.259.
That looks like quite a broken Porsche.
Left side. Clear.
What is he doing?
Right side. Clear on the right.
Bjorn of Apex Noir Racing. We'll see if we can work with him a little bit, if we can just get onto the back of him while we try to save a bit of fuel as well. Nope, I really don't. Nick, can you start working out my fuel and how much I need to save, buddy? So I think it's actually quite important, because I don't want to have to do a splash and dash.
Fueling up now should get us to the finish.
I don't want to have to refuel. .1 if I can. It's hard work.
Left side. Keep to the right. Keep to the right. Clear.
Where's pole? Where's first? Is this something I can do using a, Okay, so the leader's ahead of me. Okay, leader's in roller coaster. No, leader's in hug pen. So yeah, that's not going to help me. Roger that, Nick.
You've got a slow car on the left.
What are you doing? Oh, is he one of these guys? Let's see how much we can save using him, though. Yeah, I'll see what I can. I'll see if I can maintain it.
You've got a slow car on the left. You've got a slow car on the right. The leader just did a 44.191.
Okay. Need to keep that toe. Lost the toe a little bit on that lap due to Augustine.
The car behind is pitting.
That was horrible. Why are you flashing your lights, my dude?
Left side. Clear on the left.
Is this one of these more I can save now the better, right, Nick? Roger that. So, am I right in thinking Jean-Philippe behind cannot do what I'm trying to do? So we'll have to splash and dash. So in reality, even if he did catch me, as long as I keep doing what I'm doing, we're good.
The leader just did a 44.459.
Okay. I actually think there's quite a few cars in this sort of position where they can't get to the end without a splash and dash. I just don't know how long that splash and dash pit stop is going to be. Around 40 seconds. Okay. Moments like these, you guys are my biggest weapons, keeping me focused on what I need to do.
Right side. Clear on the right.
I think people have started to realise they need to save fuel, but I'm starting to wonder if people have realised too late. I had no idea about this week because iRace Plan wouldn't let me put a pit stop time in. Kept saying that the time wasn't a number. So I haven't actually had a strategy for this week. I've just been winging it. I only think it's because, Nick, my first stint, I was insane and managed to get a 35 lap stint out of it, which has made this a possibility. I mean, don't I normally, Steve? I try pretending I'm good every week. Then in that case, my job is done.
Débile mental, quoi.
leader just did a 44.759.
So the car in P10 has pitted. So he's decided he can't stretch it out and needs to pit. And has done so. So he is going to be hoping that he can run as long as he can, as fast as he can now, right?
Thank you.
Right, Robert in front is now giving me in the range to give me a tow. Although it's not going to help, is it?
Left side. Clear on the left.
Sorry about the cough. As I said earlier, my chest's still not fully right yet.
Leaders pitting now.
Okay, so people are going to start pitting.
Owen, lift, lift, lift.
The leader just did a 47.545. This is less than optimal.
Less than optimal, really? Okay, that's good news. But there's still going to be people who need to pit in front of me, I think. I do love the crew chief turning around and saying this is less than optimal when I'm P12 after starting P51 and in the pits. And heavily fuel saving to try to do something absolutely ridiculous. I think he needs to reevaluate his less than optimal.
The car behind is pitting.
Yep. The thing is, if I was right on the bubble of doing it and I've had to save from the start of the stint, with them being 3 laps different, I don't think they can save enough fuel. Yep. Marek had to pit.
The car behind is pitting.
What are you doing? I mean, it's not bothering me, but I'd rather you not be quite that slow in front of me. I do wonder if I should tell Augustine behind me that I'm lifting early.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
We know Stanny isn't going to have to pit, but Owen in P9 I don't know. Okay. Okay. Cross hat to pits.
The car in front is pitting. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 3 seconds.
Are we sure I'm safe, Nick? Okay.
White flag, one more
Seeing
lap
that
to go.
white flag, I can relax. I don't think I'm going to get done. Oh, the rear got slippy then. Yeah, I think I'm too far back to do anything with Dan. It's annoying. It's annoying that the lap count dropped so suddenly.
We're almost out of fuel. We might not make it to the end.
Yeah, I think so.
Slow car ahead. There's the checker flag. We'll get him next time.
Let's get her back to the pits. Cheers, Nick. Oh, well, I don't know. We'll see where we finished once. I think it was P11. I don't know if it's top 10 yet. We'll see when we come across the line. It's saying P9, but there could have been a couple of people. But I'm just ahead of us, so I don't know. Because that's now P8, even though it's after the race. So I don't know where we finished.
Pit box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Right then. I'm pretty sure it's P11. Results are in. So we was in a split 2. Strength of field was 2570. So there's a big nearly 1,000 SOF difference between split 1 and split 2. We completed 102 laps. We did indeed finish P11. Our safety rating does not move. However, we do gain 54 I rating, putting us on a 2,902. Our fastest lap was a 1:44.3, which we set on lap 32. We had 10 incident points and we scored 136 championship points. I am more than pleased with that. It was really close, and getting a decent result the week before Bathurst, that's really going to help us out, because as you all know, and most of you will be taking part yourselves, me and John will be doing 12 hours of Bathurst next week. We would have already finished by now, so you'll already know the results this time next week. We will be taking currently, and I'm going to preface this with currently with air quotes, the Lamborghini to Bathurst. And yeah, I think that was exactly the result we needed going into the 12 hours to build up our confidence a little bit after a real tough start to the season. Let's just load the standings. I know it won't have updated just yet. Let's go to individuals. We are in Division 3. So it hasn't gone on yet, but we are currently P13 before that goes in. So we scored 136. So that would put us somewhere top 5, I would have thought. We had Stanny in the race we just did. Grid Renko was in the race we just did. Joan was in the race we just did and didn't finish. But if we look at pretty much everyone ahead of us, most people have got more starts than we have. So when it does its balancing out towards the end of the season, I think we'll move forwards a bit. Right then, thank you very much for joining me. Hopefully I see some of you next week, although I know you will also be busy tackling Bathurst. So if you don't manage to join me, I understand. But if you do manage to drop in and say hello, please do. It will be much appreciated. And the next 3 hours we will be doing is the Nürburgring Grand Prix Estrecha, which is a track I really quite like. So, some good circuits coming up. I'm going to do exactly what Nick has just suggested. I'm going to go chill out. I'm going to relax. And I will see you all next week. So until then, take it nice and easy, and I'll see you in the next one. So until then, good night, and take it nice and easy. Be good, be kind, and most importantly, be safe.